Are you feeling lucky today? That's the question. It's day 48. My name is Mitch. I'm coming to you from the Lamppost Coffee Shop in the Austin, Texas area this morning. Thought I'd get on the laptop and come to you from inside and talk about today's topic, which I think is going to be luck. I've been feeling rather lucky how things tend to work out over time, and this whole idea of luck is an interesting topic to think about. And so I thought maybe we would talk about luck today and how lucky we are to be able to choose van life and to choose travel as a lifestyle. And so how does luck come into play? What is luck, by the way? Have you ever thought about luck? Is luck some sort of a myth? Well, you know me, whenever I have something I need to research or to give me some information, I will jump into ChatGPT. And I just wanted to show you this morning the discussion I had with Mr. GPT about luck. So let's jump right in. I started off by just asking what luck was, and is luck some sort of a myth? I was looking for some sort of a definition. And you'll notice here that Mr. GPT says luck is randomness. At its basic level, luck is just probability colliding with limited information, and how the world is complex. And we can't track all the variables, so sometimes the outcome, either good or for bad, we come up with this idea of luck. But the whole idea is that basically the world is random. Things happen, and it's chaotic. The world is chaotic. And certainly life on the road, living in a van, can be chaotic. Things will happen. So there's a certain amount of randomness that we're talking about here. And also, luck as a narrative is something we try to tell ourselves. The brain hates loose ends. If something big happens, an unexpected setback, we look for a story. I got lucky, or I'm unlucky. That story reduces the anxiety. It feels cleaner. The brain doesn't like chaos. We try to bring order out of chaos, and we do that by attributing whatever happens to us either lucky or unlucky. And there's the old adage that luck as preparation meeting opportunity. That comes from Seneca, my fellow Stoic. It's the old idea. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. It's unevenly distributed probability. Two people see the same opportunity. One is positioned to act. Now, under this heading of luck, the whole idea came to me because I was thinking about this idea of what I've learned over the past months or the past years, thinking about the old me, the younger me. What would the younger me think is true, to where the older, wiser me would say, no, it's not so true. Or perhaps when I was younger, I would think that luck played a big role in success. And as I got older and wiser, I perhaps began to think, well, maybe it's not just luck. Maybe that's just an immature, young way, a younger self saying, you just got lucky, or you just got unlucky. When in reality, it's much more than that. There's something deeper going on. rather than just being lucky or unlucky. And it's this idea of my old self might have believed that success was mostly luck. If I failed at something, maybe it was because I just wasn't lucky enough. But Mr. GPT is suggesting that I take this revised view instead. Number one, I can't control the randomness. The world is going to be chaotic. Things are going to happen. I do control, however, preparation, positioning, and response. The way I prepare and the way I position myself to take advantage of opportunities and my response to whatever happens. Those things I can control. And the key here is that over time, disciplined action increases exposure to lucky events. This idea of disciplined action. Now, if I were to try to bring all of that down into application to life on the road, or someone who is looking to live in a van for an extended period of time, here's what we find out, or here's how we can apply it. On the road, the illusion of control disappears fast. Tires blow, an alternator can fail, the weather can shift, mechanical systems wear out. Randomness is built in. And life on the road, living in a van, randomness and chaos becomes much more apparent. And so we have to remember that we can't control these random events. Things are going to happen. But the things we can control are preparation, positioning, and response. So in other words, we can be prepared. We can be on a maintenance schedule. We can build an emergency fund. We can bring tools and have a roadside plan. We can have a backup income stream. He makes a good point here. It's about the impact. Preparation reduces the amount of impact that a random event will have. A $900 alternator repair is very different with $6,000 set aside versus $200 in the bank. So preparation is important for us to try to control these random chaotic events. It will help us be lucky. Positioning. It's the idea of structuring my life so that I can take opportunities as they come. I can be able to act. I can act quickly on an opportunity if it appears, if it comes up. I'm in the position to take advantage of it. On the road, this could mean keeping the cash flow stable enough so that I can make a detour, or I can collaborate with another content creator if I want to. It may mean parking in spots and having something like Starlink available so that I can always have the ability to upload and have access to the internet. Building relationships before I need them. Let's make friends with people that we meet on the road, because we may need them at some point. They may need us. And developing skills before the opportunity appears. We can learn more about the functioning of a van or an RV and know what it takes to perhaps make a repair that we can do ourselves. We can learn how to do things ourselves. So positioning is less about reacting to bad luck and more about being aligned for good breaks. And then our response, of course, is the stoic part. I can't control a flat tire. I can't control whether there's a mechanical breakdown, but how I respond to it is important. Response determines whether randomness becomes suffering. So disciplined action doesn't eliminate bad events, it reduces fragility. Here's the sum up. Randomness is neutral, preparation reduces damage, Positioning increases our upside because we're in a position to take advantage of opportunities when they come along, and our response determines how the chaotic event or the random event is going to affect us, how it's going to impact us. So all of that is to say that luck is actually more about our brains trying to come to terms with a chaotic world, randomness. And luck is a way that we try to define whether the random event impacts us in a positive way or a negative way. And I think what I've learned just in the last few hours discussing this with Mr. GPT is that I need to do those three things in order to offset the impact of anything chaotic that may happen to me on the road. I need to look at those three areas, the new revised view, and understand I don't control randomness. Things are going to happen. I'm going to have a flat tire. The van's going to break down. The alternator's going to go kaput. But I can be prepared. I can have money set aside. I can expect these things to happen because we live in a chaotic world. And I need to be in a position where I can take advantage of the opportunities that come along. Perhaps get a brand deal or get a sponsor of a video that will help with my cost on the road, those kinds of things. I need to be in a position to take advantage of brand deals and sponsorships and how I respond to a chaotic event. So it doesn't become suffering, it becomes more of dealing with it one step at a time. And then over time, this idea of disciplined action increases our exposure to lucky events. Disciplined action makes us more lucky. I really do believe that. And I believe the more consistent we are and the more prepared we are and the more that we understand that random events are going to happen, then we can not be so quick to say that we're lucky or unlucky. It's more about being prepared or unprepared and take responsibility for things that happen to us that we're not prepared for. Perhaps I need to purchase some tools and learn more about minor maintenance, things that I can do myself to save money. Maybe I need to position myself so that if a brand deal or a sponsor comes along, I'm ready to jump on that opportunity. All right. I guess that's all I have to say today. Van Life update number 48. Go out and have a good day today. It's the 17th of February, and we're experiencing a warm front. Some nice weather here in the Texas area. I hope in your part of the world things are going swimmingly. Just remember, if something bad happens to you today, it's not bad luck. It's just the way things are. We live in a chaotic world. And learn from the experience. Learn to be prepared. Position yourself to take advantage of opportunities that come along. And monitor your response. Don't let chaotic events send you over the edge. Be more stoic, because we can't control randomness. We can only control what we can control. So go out and have a good day. You can control that. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. We'll see you later.